There comes a time when a warrior must arise to face a great evil. Even if that evil has not stalked the land for centuries, they must be ready to face whatever foe comes before them. Within the western province of the Ondarian Monarchy lies the Forest Realm, formerly known as the Kingdom of Joriddia. This land was once the domain of the Elves, a race long disappeared, leaving only the half-elf descendants, much more human in appearance, except for those who possess the last vestiges of magical capability. Centuries ago, the dragons ravaged the land, and a group of elite warriors were formed to combat them. These dragon hunters became the best fighters in the entire kingdom, but ever since the defeat of their scaled enemies, the hunters became obsolete, replaced by new elite units of soldiers to combat new foes. Their last battle in full view took place during the civil war against the Tyrant King, where their fighting skills were utilized to fight against the dark entities he unleashed through the use of his power. Upon the opening of portals, huge monstrous beasts strode forth, very much like wingless dragons. The dragon hunters rode fast and long into the heat of the battle, cutting down beast after beast. However, as each of them fell, one by one, as the enemy became ever more powerful, it was only through the sacrifice of the final few using their mystical abilities to sacrifice themselves in order to banish the monsters back to the realm they came from, to be locked away for eternity. All that remained of the final dragon hunters were bones and the ragged remains of their uniforms. After the defeat of the Tyrant King, their efforts were all but forgotten by an elite few. With rumours of the dragons returning in an alliance to potentially the reborn Tyrant King, it has become clear that a new generation of hunter is required. Under the secret instruction of the Governess Royal, the Lady Astralla, a new elite unit of dragon hunters is being formed, ready for the day the dragons will return, which they will. Word has reached the city of Verona that Lord Volkov is preparing to send his envoy to the Firelands in order to garner support from Joriddia's most ancient foes. After months of vigorous training, the team is set for their first mission in the field. It won't be against the dragons, they are building up to that. However, there are reports of a mysterious beast terrorizing the settlements along the edge of the Dark Mountains, the hidden realm beyond the forests that split the monarchy from the rest of the continent of Monaaka. The report is clear. It is a huge, hulking beast that is destroying crops, killing livestock, and hunting anyone who strays too far off the path towards the mountains. The roads are now closed with the beast hunting the innocent. It is now up to General Treak to begin briefing the newly commissioned soldiers, hand-picked from the best in their class at the military academy, with the help of Lord Hieronymus, commander of the Forest Watch. He is meeting with the officer that is to lead this new group of fighters, and he is making sure he makes what he has to say crystal clear.
So, you're the leader of this new band of warriors, then? Well, don't just stand there. Let's get a good look at you. You fare better than the others I've laid eyes upon in my time in the army, I'll grant you that. So, you were hand-picked for your merits, were you? Let's see now. Top of your class, best sword fighter, best shield warrior, strongest and fastest in your group. Mental aptitude strong, problem solving is at 220. Well, you look good on paper, but you're about to go into the field, so I'd suggest you keep your mouth shut and listen to what I am about to tell you, because it could mean the difference between life and death. About 6 months ago, a group of settlers sent word to the Governess Royal, Astralla, regarding mysterious and somewhat random attacks against livestock. Over the months, these attacks have increased, and the first Joriddian victim was recorded around 3 weeks ago. Whatever it is that attacked our citizen and our livestock is big. Not quite the scale of a dragon, but big enough that we feel the need to send in our elite warriors. That is to say, the need to send in you and your unit. No one has ever actually seen the creature, but its paw prints are bigger than any creature we have described on our records. We believe it comes from the mountainous region further west. It is possible you will need to journey into the peaks in order to find it. The alternative is lying in wait for it to return and setting a trap. But from the details we have gleaned from the locals in the area, the creature seems to show a sign of intelligence. It never follows the same pattern of attack twice. It changes its target and seems to be planned. You'll need your full arsenal with you for this. Fortunately, you have a good team put together, but for purposes of protocol, I'd like to go through them with you one more time. First is Lieutenant Arnia Lennox, Sword Mistress and Key Strategist. She will be your key on how to deal with the creature. Use her knowledge and tactical planning to your advantage. The Mage, Gerald Buxton, he will be your key to ensnaring the creature through his knowledge of various types of magic. He is proficient in elemental magic and protective wards. Taryn Garnet, a skilled seeker. She will be your eyes ahead of you. She will act as your scout and report her findings to you during the mission. Next is Sarif Wolfrider. Though he may be quiet, his skills of tracking will be useful in this situation. I recommend you ensure he and Taryn work closely together. He may not be from the forest realm, but you can trust him. He's handy to have around when the going gets tough. Then there's Gully Asquith, a skilled archer. Her knowledge of where to target weak points of an animal or foe is unquestionable. You will need her pinpoint accuracy to be able to take whatever creature it is down. Finally, Gabriel Lennox, brother to Arnia and skilled axe warrior. Though you will have to watch him, of course. But you don't need me to tell you that. We all know how he's become known as the Berserker, so I don't think it needs explaining further. We also have word that a giant may be occupying the area. It is possible that the creature belongs to them. If this information is correct, you will have to take down both in order to secure the area. Usually, giants are peaceful and will leave our settlements alone. But if one has gone rogue and is unleashing a beast of sorts onto the land, we cannot allow them to continue this callous act. There are many on the provincial council in Varuna who wish to go to war with the giants. Myself and Lady Astralla agree that this outcome would create a wastage of time and money, which we could put towards bettering our defences for the time the Tyrant King returns. Yes, you heard correctly. The prophecy has started. They found his crown not too long ago. Astralla wanted to send her envoy to the desert realm to confirm authenticity, but the council elders felt it best to remain as distanced from it as possible. I, for one, agree with them. We need to focus on the one thing that will be the major threat to our land, namely the dragons. An agent who managed to gain access to the city of Drevin has discovered that Lord Volkov is planning to parley with the dragons. He wants them on his side. He plans to fight for the Tyrant King. We've learnt he intends to gain the alliance of our ancient foe and have them in support of his Sclade army. Oh, that's right. We haven't informed the citizens of the realm of that fact, so I'd keep quiet about it. A combined force of Sclade, vampires, and dragons poses an incredibly dangerous pact in the light of the Tyrant King returning. No doubt Volkov wants the crown for himself, and being a vampire cannot be possessed due to having no soul to exchange. However, knowing my history of the situation, the Tyrant King will latch on to someone who is perhaps easily manipulated and doesn't ask questions. We don't know of anyone in this realm, however, I doubt it will be long before he finds someone from the central monarchy. Therefore, we must be ready. This is why we have chosen you and your unit for their elite skills. Your strengths, of course, being leadership and organising fighting forces. We need someone of your ability to be able to bring together even the least trained mob and turn them into a fighting force. I know that there are villagers on the border who are prepared to help you fight the creature, but they need you and your unit there to help organise defences and train them. I must admit they are keen, if a little too keen. When you arrive at your destination, the village of Tyburn, you will need to seek counsel with the village elder, Erasmus Tyburn. Before you say anything, yes, the village is named after his great-great-grandfather, who laid the foundations of the settlement. He will introduce you to his own shield brothers and sisters who will join you. Your unit will work alone for most of the mission, but once you have lured the creature back down from the mountain, I want cooperation with the locals. I know you have a flair for heroics, but this time round we want a clean, clear-cut response to the problem. Do I make myself clear? Good. Then I shan't keep you any longer. You have your orders. When you get back, I want you to fill out a full report. I'm curious to know what the creature actually is, so if you can bring back any samples for our mage friends in the guild to study, I'd be entirely grateful. So, have a safe journey and return victorious. By the light of the 16th moon and the 9th power, I bid you go in peace to your mission. Good luck, my friend. Good luck.